Guess who just shoved a protein bar into their face? Because they realized they didn't have dinner yet. Normally, I would have had dinner right now. I would have attempted to get dinner done between 6 and 7. I've been pretty good at that. Until I found out that 4-leaf whiskey was ill and has a cold. So then I thought to myself, well, people may want to watch something at 6 o'clock as usual. O'clock as usual. And I'm here to oblige. What I'm going to do, I'm not sure. I'm calling this Sober Sunday because I was very tempted to call it Sample Sunday. And then I realized my mood, which was not good. I'm very irritable today and annoyed. Just feel like that. And instead of making it worse by having alcohol, I decided, you know what? Sober it up. Make yourself a mocktail. You haven't made one of those in ages. So here it is. It is 1 tablespoon lime juice, 3 dashes of bitters, and Diet Coke. I can't tell, considering I just had, Kentucky 74 Spirits. I used the non-alcoholic alternative thing, and it works fine for this. For other stuff, I don't know. And if anyone's wondering about the other non-alcoholic options I have to make mocktails with, those are gone as of today. I looked on the bottom of my shelf and I was like, oh, that's right, I have Kentucky 74. I can make a mocktail. Why don't I do that? And then I saw the other 2 that were there. And I remembered how bad they were. And I decided, well, I haven't touched or looked at those in months. A better part of 6 months at least. So I thought they needed to go. And they are now empty and they're sitting over there. Which is good. And if you're wondering, it's NKD, naked, and then W clean. Branding idea, I don't know what that was. Nice bottle design, but the rest of it. So that's well and truly done. Unfortunately, I do not have 4 Leafs whiskey collection. I have mine, and I'm not drinking it right now. Tempted though. I'm tempted. I have like the mindset of, it's the season, it's the holiday. You can have a drink or 2, it's fine. I'm telling myself, yeah, I can, but that's also a dangerous way of looking at it in terms of other aspects of my life. I know I am one to bend the rules. I've been doing it for a while. I especially bent them hard in September, bent them a little bit in October. November was fine. I didn't really drink much then. And December, I've had at least 1 ounce. Minimum 1 ounce, at least 1 ounce. And that's due to, no, 1.5 ounces, definitely. Because I had a little bit for the wild turkey video. Although technically that was last month, so it doesn't count. Never mind. 1 ounce. Forgot, we're in a new month. So for this, we had a little bit of whiskey on Friday? Did we? I feel like we did. I know I had a little bit of whiskey on Friday. I had at least 1 tablespoon, and 1 tablespoon is half an ounce. I think. It's so hard to remember. I'll get it someday, but this whole like fractions of ounces is still getting used to that. So I had 2 tastes of whiskey on Friday. I had a little bit of whiskey yesterday because I have returned to my roots as far as it comes to making video content. It's I record it that day and I stay up late trying to edit the thing and get it out by the next day. I'd rather not have done that. I would have rather had the video out and well in advance. I didn't. What I do need to do, a little gift to myself, is going to be a Christmas bottle. I don't know which one though. So we'll have 2 bottle videos this month if I can. We'll see. I'm trying. John McGowan, welcome. That's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, it is greatly appreciated. 3 ounces a month. So I had at least half an ounce yesterday, at least. And what? Yeah, and then so that's almost 1 ounce, I think. What I was considering doing before I realized my poor state of mind, my agitated feeling today for no reason. I can think of like little reasons why I might be so irritable today, but nothing that really sticks. Maybe I've had too much caffeine. I've been playing games, which can be very aggravating. A couple times I remember getting agitated today, so maybe that's just that. Getting annoyed at games is silly. They're games. They don't matter. Enjoyable for the moment, aggravating sometimes, yes, but leave that behind when you stop playing it. And that's hard for me to do, apparently. Ah. Yeah. So I have to think of what I want as a Christmas bottle video. And I have a lot of options. I have, you know what? Oh. Any of these videos I do are going to be like not, I don't make video content for the masses, which I should because the masses watch the YouTube channels and the videos. But I have some special bottles here. I have a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society bottle there. It is called Nothing Else to It. That's a good name. Nothing else to it. We have an Ardaho. However you pronounce it. Papa KillCo, hello there. Welcome. How are you feeling today? All right? Still kind of yuck. That's an Aquavita bottle. I have before that, there's a Draft Mill. Draft Mill? One of those two. Up there. I'm just going to get it. I'm wearing jeans today, so lucky you. There's this one. That's an option. So that's 3 right off the bat. I know they're all Scotches too. This looks comfortable, doesn't it? This chair is a menace. If you didn't know that, you do now. As far as other bottles... Oh. Have I done a video about that? I don't think I have. There's a... I would pour a little bit too much of this one. Because it's not just whiskey. It's... Andalusia has a striker release. Why am I just looking at it when I can grab it? I don't want to open this one because it's dangerous if I do, because it's that good. But it's Andalusia Whiskey Strikers Smoked Old Fashioned. Ready to drink. Ready to drink. Meaning you pour more than just a couple ounces of this. Just add ice. It's not strictly a whiskey, it's more like a pre-made cocktail. Liquor made from malt whiskey, cane sugar, and orange bitters. That's what this is. What's the percentage? And it's 40%. So you could have like 4 ounces and be fine, right? 4 ounces and be fine. It's like a regular drink, right? Right? It's dangerous is what it is. It is very good. Like, I would pour 4 ounces. I'm not joking. I would over ice. Oh, Merry Christmas indeed. Maybe I will open it for that. I don't know. Again, dangerous. I have a Virginia bottle there. I forgot why I have that. Why do I have that? Where did I get that? Was that a... Ah, yes, the Scotch for Dummies bottle. That was a weird one. I'm like, why do I have that bottle? Yes, we got that one just recently. That was a donation for an assist. Assisting a bottle transfer, we'll call it. Apparently where they live, that's not allowed. They can't get whiskey shipped to them, which is a bit silly. But whatever. We already opened the Westford. It's very good. I'm looking forward to sharing that with people since it is a malt with rye in it. So it's a mash bill is mostly malt, a little bit of rye. It's very pleasant. If you didn't watch the video, that's the recap. It's pleasant. I have 2 Loch Lomans sitting behind me. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe do a double banger there. I've had those for a while too. Those are not like some of the other ones when in recent memory I can remember where I got them. I'm pretty sure what happened was I ordered the Loch Lomans last year in just before August, and they arrived right as I found out I had to stop drinking alcohol for a while. So that's what happened there. So that's tempting. It's a 12 year and a 14 year. I don't remember what the story is with that at all. I could just open a bottle of Redbreast PX. I have that right there next to Mr. Spock. That would be nice. That would be just for me, actually. I would just open that and pour it for myself because I've been good all year. We have a Milam and Green bourbon here. We have a number of bottles down here, as you can see, that are Crowded Barrel releases or Alliance Barrels releases. We have a Lone Elm over there that's from Irene Tan. We have just one? I just see one. A number of Eleanors are over there that I probably haven't opened yet. So the bottles I have are, there's no shortage. It's mostly a matter of in which order and how many months. The vague idea, very, very vague idea, is that I'll be able to get 2 videos out a month. Next year, big maybe. The editing software I'm using has not made things easier for me to handle. Because it's new editing software. The old one I was pretty good at, and it still took a little while. This new one, there are shortcuts and keystrokes that I don't know about, which are aggravating. Do a little upgrade here. Whoop. Oh, hell yeah. Whoops. Was that it? I don't like when it does that. That is, you got so many of these that you can get duplicates. Whenever you get duplicates, you add those together and get a different one. So the ones that are gray, I upgrade, I get a green one. If I have too many green ones, I get a blue one. If I have too many blue ones, I think it goes to orange. I don't think they have purple. Purple is one of those. Yeah, it goes from blue to orange. That's it. I felt like I was missing something. I know what it is now. Music. It's the music. Where is it? Oh, great. I put that song in my head now. Too loud. I have a song from Curtains in my head. I miss the music. I gotta look up the lyrics now because it's gonna bother me until I get that out of my head. We got this. Yeah, the one thing about starting early is that no one knows I started early. Let's see. Spoken, spoken, spoken. I don't need the whole dialogue. Ugh. That was weird. I'm trying to find the lyrics to it. It's showing me everything but. There we go. There we go. I think. What? You know what it is? There's a lot of advertisement BS in my way here. There we go. God. I miss the music. I miss the song. Since she's not with me, it comes out wrong. It doesn't matter how hard I try. I've lost the music. I don't know why. That's the beginning. The rest is a lot. I don't feel like singing the whole thing. I don't know the melody exactly. And it gets into a very ballad-like song. Belts it out, really. Oh, yeah, I have been working on the audiobook. I missed something, though. I was going through the first few files, and I started listening to chapter 1. Chapter 2 was in there somewhere, but I guess I missed it. I hope I didn't. I gotta find it now, but once I do that, it should be fine. But I started up on chapter 3. So I listened to the whole thing and got to chapter 3 and was like, oh, I'm at chapter 3 now. Well, I will figure that out this week. Today was my day off because I recorded and edited a video yesterday, which was a lot to deal with. I didn't exactly like it. Oh, we could also talk about the fact that it's Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. That's a thing. I just got the little... Hello. Oh. Why? Negative 12 degrees Celsius tomorrow. That can't be right. Why my watch decided to tell me that the weather tomorrow was very important. It's probably because I'm going to be up very early. Or early, not very early. I will be awake at 7:45. Oh, it's going to be in the negatives. That's cool. Negative temperatures tomorrow. Whee! Gross. It's official, man. We had a nice long end to autumn. Took its time, had plenty of nice days. You could feel it was autumn, but it was still sunny and still a little, not warm, but it wasn't that cold. So it never really got close, never really went below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And now December starts. We have a beautiful December 1st here in Rhode Island. And then the next few days, it's just cold, 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 freezing cold, less than freezing cold. Negative 10 degrees Celsius, you know. Right now it's negative, well, it's not negative anything. It's 3, okay. 3 degrees Celsius. Thankfully it feels like that. Rather than the wind chill that we often have here, because we're near the water. Oh wait, I'm going through the motions here. Wow. I have I mentioned this before, but I have on my phone I got, well, I guess bookmarked? I don't know what to call it. But I have my own town. I have the town of St. Louis, or the city of St. Louis, because my friend Greg lives over there. Austin, Texas, because I've go to Austin enough times to know a little bit about the area and the people who are there, all that. So it's a curiosity of what it's like now. It's 14 degrees Celsius there. That sounds nice. And then we have where my friend Amy is, which is kind of pleasant. 70 something Fahrenheit right now. Where's that 80? Hold on. No, 20 degrees Celsius is my happy place. I'm fine with that temperature. That's it. You just got weird. What I didn't do is I didn't post everywhere on the Facebook and I posted on Instagram as far as my usual short story thing. So that got out. But as far as posted anywhere else that I was going live tonight early, didn't do that. Which is why it's going to be a little quiet until later. I did also think about doing games today. It was very tempting. But I don't even feel like it. Just still on edge today. No reason why. Again, just because maybe I played some games that aggravated me, but that shouldn't be it. I don't know if the lime juice helps or not. Just leaves a weird tang in my mouth. Oh, here's the thing I haven't messed with. I'm still messing with advertisement stuff. But... oh, is that what that is? Alright, I'm looking at all these options here for the stream. I can insert an ad. I'm gonna try that out. Let's see what happens. Ad inserted. So Dad, if you are watching, or if anyone's watching, let me know what just happened on your end. Because that's an interesting button to have. The only problem I have right now is I don't know when they happen officially. So I can't pause an ad if I don't know when it's happening. It just says delay ads. Delay how long? Delay when? Explain. Ad revenue is weird. Did everyone else check their YouTube Unwrapped or YouTube this year thing? I did mine earlier today. It was silly. Yeah, recap. That's the word they use. Your 2025 recap. I did it, but... Clips. Clips are another thing I have to work on. I don't think I do that many funny things, but when I'm live streaming games, that's probably when I do some funny stuff. But that's it. And I wouldn't know when those happen, unfortunately. Should have asked Forley what her topic was going to be tonight. Other than Pearl Harbor, like that's the main one. And honestly, I was thinking about doing a Pearl Harbor live stream, but I don't like military stuff. So, and that's a violent, horrible thing that happened. That is, like my generation has 9/11. That was bad. That was really bad. The generation before us had Pearl Harbor. And thankfully, we still remember that to this day, but boy, did that cause a catastrophe of events after that. A day that will live in infamy, as they say. Certainly that. I've been unplugged from all the media, though, which has been helpful, I think. And I don't know what happens out there. I have been very pleased with disconnecting from as much media out there as possible. News media specifically. Like the only thing I end up watching occasionally is The Daily Show and Stephen Colbert's show, and that's it. And I don't watch those very often anymore either, because there's a lot of terrible things happening in the world. Or in my little country, country I live in. Country that I've seen so much of, that is such a beautiful place, and just so much is going on to make you think it's not as pleasant as it is still. Certainly bad. And bad things happening. And keep spinning in my chair. I also considered doing the vertical here. But as I said earlier, I don't know what I do. The vertical is definitely something to... it does something all right. Yeah. Ah. That was my friend messaging me. I sent a video yesterday saying how cold it was and how I was outside taking a walk. And she got to see it finally because it went through. Oh, goodness. Why am I tired already? It's good that I am. I'm usually tired, though. Now it's just settling in for whatever reason. And I have an hour and a half to go. 35. Bum, bum, bum. This is why I thought about doing a gaming stream. Then I could at least be playing a game. But I haven't been feeling it. Like the game I've been playing. Well, the game that I am playing for the live streams is very... It's messy. Children trying to escape a horrible, horrible situation. Right after their whole family was killed. And there's some kind of plague of rats that devour people's flesh. It's been pretty intense so far. But fun. I think we're getting into the part where it gets a little more puzzly, engaging, fighting even. Because the character has a... What do I call it? Slingshot, basically. And then using that to defeat my enemies. She already killed someone because they were going to kill her, of course, but a very strange game called Innocence. Woof. Oh, yes. Type is complicated. That's how the music goes. There we go. Nice. I'll sit there. Basically, Whiskey Vault is doing a video tonight at 7. Not a video, a live stream. But he only goes for 30 minutes. And it's because he's doing an advent calendar, so I have definitely done that before. And what I was thinking about doing would have been an advent calendar thing. So that's why I've been mulling that around. I want to get rid of these things. Ooh. Sure what that's for. What is that? There's some kind of wire over there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sample bottles over here. 10. I didn't get to finish. And it looks like they've... Well, this one has. Why is this one? It's weird. Smells like whiskey. Did I drink this one already? No. That one has a lot less in it. I haven't checked on these in about well over a year. Yeah, some of these are lower than the others. That means they're not quite airtight. Unfortunately, which is not a surprise. All the more reason to get rid of these. Hello. Ah. As a reminder, which I think I've done that. I thought about doing it. I should have turned the heat off already. Some of these are good. Some of these are not. Yeah, this one's... It's pretty terrible. I'm looking at these only now, thankfully live. That would have just been peeved. in my own space. But it looks like some of these have significant drop. Like this is to here now. And I believe it was full before. So there's been significant oxygenation. Some has got away. Some has gone into the void. Because I don't trust these bottles, mainly. Some of these are alright. But I feel like it's... this is what I mean by the cheating. Because it's the holidays. Because I just want to get rid of these. And considering, like, the complete loss... Like, this one's almost half gone. I wonder if that's completely destroyed them. I'm guessing it might have. Because the amount that's missing is just so much. Some of these. Like, there's a few in here that look like they're still perfectly fine. But I get the feeling that some of these are just not going to be... I might not even try them. Like, that's how bad it is. If it's like half empty, then that's half of it's gone. Like that. Most of that was water, and I'm not sure what's left. Maybe it's a higher proof. Who knows? So it's either drink them or dump them. And I'll feel bad if I dump them because I don't know what they are. Or I could just do that my own time. There is that. That way it's not. That way it's not. I try it on a live like stream and just be like, blah. This is terrible. What's happened to it? We got the Doge cat, the bongo cat here. Doge cat. It's not a thing. What I should have thought, I should have messaged 4 Leaf Whiskey before I decided to go live. Because I know she posted that she was sick. So anyone who would have shown up at 6 probably just went, oh no, she's sick. That's the end of it. I'm so tired. Yep. Ah well. Hindsight and such. I'm glad a few people watched this video from yesterday, today. The plan is to try to get videos out on the 7th of every month. And again, the thought process is maybe do 2. I might be pushing it a little too much there, though. Because if I have even a 1/4 ounce, that's half an ounce for 2 videos. So I'm cutting back even more. As far as, I know that's a new thing. Please stop. As far as what? That's my train of thought. Oh yeah, amount per month. And the amount per month has been mine. Like, I decided on that. I decided on the 1 drink and or 2 drinks. And that's what it is total. So if I have 2 beers or 2 ciders or 2, and we're talking 12 ounces, obviously. 2 glasses of wine, which would be, you know, I should talk to Kevin about that. Is it 4 or 6 ounces? That's a wine glass. Because I know that's a higher percentage than beer, but certainly much less than whiskey. Anyway, the point is I would have to add that up too. So if I had 1 full-size beer, then I could only have 1.5 ounces of whiskey. So that's why I base it off of whiskey pours. 1.5 ounces twice is 3 ounces. That's the easiest way for me to handle it in my head for whiskey-related things. Beeros don't count because they're non-alcoholic. Non-alcoholic spirit alternatives also don't count. Thankfully. My brain is already going to tomorrow, and I don't like that. I have to exercise tomorrow morning, and my brain is just going like, think about that only. mainly because I have to get up early. Oh, and it's a... Oh. Okay. I haven't figured out the rotation for my exercising yet, but it looks like... Ah, yes. The holidays are messing with me. I have a Monday class and a Friday class, meaning Friday's live stream for this month is going to be later in the evening, because I have to go from 5:45 to 6:45, which doesn't give me enough time to be back here for 7. Next Friday won't be great because I'll be thinking about my cat Max. It was a very depressing day for me. But that gives me the chance to have some Booker's. God, it's going to be a screwed up month because we have the Booker's bottle, and I have to have a pour of that every year on the 19th until that bottle's gone. Those are the rules. I made that one up a while ago. I didn't have it on last year, which sucked. Or did I? When did I make the video? I feel like I did. And I don't remember if that was last year or this year. I'm sorry. Don't know if it was last year or the year before. There we go. I can check. Sort of. The good thing about having a channel with lots and lots of videos is you can check to see which ones you did. And when. I wish it didn't show the podcast as episodes, as like videos, because they're not videos, they're podcast episodes. You silly thing. And they're all for members only, so people just see that. I think this is a members only channel, which it isn't. Yeah, it was last year. So I did have a taste of it last year. That's all I remember. This looks so weird that I'm live now. It's telling me that. What? I'm going to try and do the vertical stream too. Because why not? We still have about 20 minutes left and I want some kind of diversion. And also, the view numbers are important. So even if people pop in for half a second, it counts. It counts. Let's see. What is the holiday exactly? Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day? Is that it? Tell me. National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. It's national. Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. God, it's a long word. There we go. And it's public. Scheduled for later is something I can do, but I'm not going to. It is not made for kids. Go live. Now we're going live twice. We're cheating. But now I also can't look at my phone, which is a big part of it. Come here, you. Whoa. There. I'm gonna get this weird side angle of me doing a live stream. I have 2 places to look. That's not complicated at all. But I don't know if YouTube has gotten accustomed to it yet. Like me doing specifically 2 live streams at once. What I don't like is that this is... It looks up a little too much. There. Now we're double tapped in. We got the live stream on my left and the live stream in front of me. It's complicated, but it's doable. I'm ready for a nap. That's the way I feel. We still have an hour and 20 minutes. We're timing this again. This is also an experiment for the live streams here. And about 60 seconds in, I like to see what happens. Sometimes things happen for the good, or sometimes things happen for the bad. but at some point between 1 and 5 minutes, there's a spike in viewers, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know what the algorithm is doing. I don't know what YouTube is doing to just decide to send people here suddenly. But it's certainly an interesting experiment. Wouldn't you agree? I would. The worst part is that I get to see the amount of people, so sometimes it's just a few, and then sometimes it spikes to like 15 or 20. And that's where I get like, what is happening? What is happening? Ugh. And I figured Pearl Harbor, National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day is the title people are aware of at the moment. Wow. Creaky chair. Either way, this gets me twice the viewership somehow. But we still have until 7. What else can I think about? I guess I can do this. Hilarious. People on the internet are wild. Another interesting thing to do here, and talking here, of course, is just to see the chaos. James Morgan, hello. Welcome. This is for you. Yeah, 4-leaf isn't feeling good, so I took over, and that's what I'm doing now. We're testing out the verticals again. I didn't check my battery on my cell phone, so it should be fine. That's the only reason I'm live early, though. There's no other, like, good reason. It was just, she wasn't going live. And it should occur to me that if she says she's not going live, the people who would normally watch her aren't going to be here. But I didn't think about that. So I just decided to start my own stream early. And there's the thought of doing it just for an hour and stopping at 7, but then it feels weird. Because I go live at 7 every freaking Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So not going live at 7 o'clock today, it feels icky. I don't like it. Thank you for whatever that is. Less time. Hello over here. Hey, what's up? Check out my whiskey collection, bruh. I think that's what I really need to have in the view here. Seeing me is nice. Seeing all the whiskey behind me is better, as far as viewership goes. Hello, everyone. Now, suddenly there's 8, so it took 4 minutes for a whole bunch of people to just pop in here. All of a sudden, oh, that's neat. Thank you for the GG. I don't know how that works, but I love it. YouTube trying to be more like Instagram and TikTok. It's scary. Hello, everyone. Welcome, like and subscribe and all that. Or get my flu jab. I recommend prevention. I got my flu jab in October? Yes. Pretty sure I think I did. Oh, I do? All right. So, yeah, I basically did the whole cross-country trip. And then I got back for a week, and then I went to Austin. And then when I got back from that, I got my flu shot. I think. I don't remember for sure. I know I did it because I felt like crap for at least 24 hours. And I did both at once. That's the worst of it. And I'll do it again. I haven't learned. Getting both vaccines at once is the most effective thing to do, and you feel horrible. I don't mess around when it comes to getting sick. I don't get sick very often, knock on wood. But that's part of the reason why, I think. And I really wanted to do it before the trip, but it just didn't play out that way. So instead of doing it beforehand, I ran out of time, so I didn't get to do it. But I did it anyway. I got to do it when I got back. It's not like a huge surprise that I went all the way across the country and came back. and didn't get sick because, for one thing, I wasn't around people very much. And for the few times and few moments that I was usually washing my hands and getting out of there very fast when possible. So I lucked out. I mean, imagine getting sick while on the road. Ooh. That'd be bad. That'd be so bad. It's hard enough to do cross country, sleeping in your car, driving without feeling absolutely gross and sick. No thanks. That'd be horrible. No bathroom nearby either. Remember that? I would have had to stop at a rest stop and just been there and hope they didn't kick me out. Or a truck stop. Truck stop is actually the safer bet. If you're going across the country, safer thing to do is to sleep at rest stops, or sleep at truck stops, not rest stops. Rest stops, they don't want you to, in many of them. Depends on the state, which is weird. Like a rest stop should be for resting. Yes, that's right. You should be able to rest there. But instead, they're like, no, we close it at 5. Go away. Don't stay here. In many states, which I get it. I understand why they don't want people sleeping there for at length. But truck stops do it, and they're fine. But truck stops have regular cleaning. And I know they don't want you there for more than a day. So if you're like staying at the... If you get there at 7 p.m. the night before and don't leave until 7 p.m. the next day, they'll be annoyed probably, but they won't care. They don't want people staying there at length either, but they will let you stay there for one night. One night. At least that's what I know of, if you're going cross country. Truck stops work. They have showers. They have provisions. They have restrooms. So that's a good bet. It's not the greatest place to sleep because there are lots of trucks there. So if you have trouble sleeping with any kind of outward noise, you would not be able to travel like that. The trucks that are parked nearby are all still running and on most of the night. It's a very loud, rumbly sound. Like that. And you hear it all night. Thankfully for me, I can sleep very easily. I'm lucky in that regard that I can sleep in many places. I can sleep on a plane. I don't like it, but I do. I can sleep in hotels, but I don't sleep very well in hotels the first night for some reason. So I have to get used to it. I can sleep in my car. There's that. I can sleep in my car. And I can sleep in my own bed, which is my favorite thing to do. And I will enjoy doing that tonight. It's going to be great. I'm at that age. I will think about the little joys in life, like going to sleep early and getting enough sleep and waking up and making my own coffee. The little joys. Kathy, hello, welcome. That's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, it's greatly appreciated. That goes to everyone who's hanging out over here. We're doing the double dipping tonight because I started early. And I just wanted to see what happened. Usually this teeters out at about like the 10-minute mark. Iowa, Kansas, Missouri rest stops 24/7. Yes. Many. I'm glad that there are some out there that do that. But I came across far too many rest stops that were just like, move on. Or they just closed completely. That was awesome. That was super awesome. When I started plotting out my route to Oregon and finding numerous rest stops that were just shut down. No reason, really. Just because. They're still there. They're just closed. And I have a few ideas why it might be that they're closed and not functional, but yeah, we're not going to go into that. Either way, the best thing about the whole cross-country trip is it's doable. I can do it again. That's where it's at now. I drove across the country once. Maybe I can do it again. It's a lot of money to do it, gas-wise. Gasoline costs are absurd right now. They're really bad on the West Coast. Really, really bad. And when I came back here, they were okay for a little while, and now they're almost as bad. So that's cool. Makes me glad I did cross country once already. And there is still the reality that I'll be going to camping trips come spring. Because that's the theme of the channel now. The good thing is that I can go camping and visit distilleries at the same time. Not that there are too many I want to go to. I really want to go to Maine. Like, Maine is going to be one of the things I do next year, because I did Maine first. If you were here, I went to Maine as my first attempt at driving long distances and staying someplace obscure overnight. And I did that. Unfortunately, I stayed in an RV park. That's not camping. That is a very unpleasant scenario for me. That's something I do not like doing. Officially can state it. I do not like camping in RV camps. There's absolutely no privacy. None. Big point for me is it's fine if you have an RV, because you're just in the RV and you're fine. But as far as me being in a tent, I'm either in the car or in the tent. And the tent doesn't give a lot of privacy, nor does the car. So I can see it being an RV thing, and it's fine, but just for me, no. It's why I want to go back to Maine, is find one of the deeper campsites in the woods, in the wilderness, and see how that goes. Got some hardcore music here. Again. The internet's being wild again, by the way. That is the social experiment. On here, at least. I get to see the underbelly. What are you guys doing tonight? Again, it's a sober Sunday for me, because, as I said earlier in the stream, I was in a nasty mood. I've been very irritable today. And I don't know why, other than maybe I played some games and it got on my nerves, but I don't know. I don't know what was that. I don't know what that was, but I'm feeling better now because I'm just sitting here and chit-chatting with everyone. But, you know, having a drink in that state of mind, nah. Hydration is key, everyone, especially when you've been talking for 53 minutes. And have an hour to go. It's been 14 minutes over here, though. And for whatever reason, the chat over here is lame. Oh, there it is. There's always a little spike. Hey. What's up? Like and subscribe. Yeah, there's little jolts on this end of viewership. So suddenly it'll be 1, and then it'll be 3, and then it'll be 8, and then it'll be 1. It's very strange. I don't understand the algorithm, or the way people swipe, or how I come up on the live stream, other than people like whiskey and a mustache, maybe. That'd be a very specific thing, though. Whiskey and mustaches, but that's what we are here. Any big plans for the week ahead? I was just saying earlier I have to exercise tomorrow morning. And that this Friday, I will have a later live stream. This Friday is going to be at 8 o'clock instead of 7, because I have to exercise from 5:45 to 6:45, which leaves no time to get back to my apartment. In-laws for an early Christmas. Have to leave in about 30 minutes to pick up a friend from the airport. Oh, where are they flying in from, Kathy Huey? I'll just say Kathy. I don't know why I'm saying your whole name. I'm looking at your username and it's in its weirdness. Like and subscribe. I just say that over here to see if it happens. If you have an interest in whiskey, or music, or travel, or gaming, or a multi-business over here, multifaceted YouTube live stream, I do all kinds of things because I can. That's the big thing about this channel, is I do what I can. That's the theme. I do what I can. Key West, whoa. My lack of understanding of the world is showing. Key West. That's south. Is that around the Florida area, or am I thinking the Caribbean? Maybe even the Caribbean's there. Puerto Rico? I need to look at a world map and learn a little more. Hello, D-Base. I know who that is, but I can't quite figure it out. Thank you for popping in. Oh, over here. I appreciate it. I guess that's one of the things I'm testing out, is seeing how many people come in over here on their cell phones, because that's what it is. I was guessing Florida, too. That's what came to mind first. I'm trying to imagine. My brother's in Florida right now, actually. Oh, okay. That's why. Okay, good. I'm glad I said Florida and that it was correct. My brother's in Florida right now. I don't think he's come back yet, but he should be sometime soon. When did he leave? Did he leave on the 1st or the 2nd? I think I know where my brother is, but nope. I should ask him for his travel stuff too. There you are. I knew you were in 2 places. I don't like that everyone's name has changed, because I was so used to everyone's name before, and now it doesn't say that. Lovely. On that note, some of you over here have memberships now. I don't know if that works over here. Haven't figured that out yet. I have not figured that out yet. Zenboot, hello. Oh, it is about 7 o'clock now. That's not it. There you go. Zenboot, that's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. Is always greatly appreciated. That goes for over here. If you are watching on this side and or this side, cool. Love it. David Beast. Okay. Yeah. So everyone over here, continuing with what are you doing? Kathy is, of course, doing some in-law stuff, or did it. You got to go to the airport, which is stressful. Are they having a little early Christmas thing with you? You said friends, as in numerous people. I'm curious. Are you guys going clubbing? Are you going clubbing? I hope so. God, I don't think I ever went clubbing, which is really nice. That's a nice thing. I can, heart of hearts, I feel like, oh, good. That's something I didn't bother with. I've been to, have I been clubbing? Or have I gone to a club? I don't feel like I've gone to a club. Usually there was music stuff. So if there was a place that was a club that had music or theater or burlesque, then I've gone to a club. I've never gone clubbing, which I believe refers to going to more than one as a thing to do that's fun. In-laws and now back home. All right. What are your friends coming in for? I'm doing this now, like looking at both. And that goes for everyone else. Again, what's your week ahead looking like? Mine is fairly simple, as per usual. We were also talking about these. You can't see them, but I have samples from 2023 that I was looking at as a possible thing to do this month because I need to get rid of them. And as I picked these up and looked at them closer, I realized that some of them are missing a significant amount. So they've oxidized very badly. Oh, they flew to Key West for vacation. Got it. I thought they lived there. I was like, what? Yeah, like this. Hold on. Yes. So this vial, which I believe was completely full, is now this much empty. I'll show you here. This much empty. Simply because it's been sitting there for over a year. which means I need to get rid of them. And this will break my rule for this December, but I'm also giving a little bend as far as the holiday cheer. But I want to be careful with that because I do the same thing when it comes to sugary stuff sometimes. I'm better at it now, but there were plenty of times where I used the old motto of treat yourself when I'd see, you know, a muffin or a donut or, you know, should we get dessert? Oh, why not? You know, stuff like that. But now I boiled it down to if I'm getting dessert, it's going to be a cappuccino. No real dessert for me, just a little bit of sugar in my cappuccino and that's it. Or a coffee, whatever the option is, one of those two things. Instead of a piece of cake or pie or all those things that make life worth living. There'll be some of that. I did definitely. There was the one day. Hi, Dad. Oh, you figured it out over here. It's dangerous over here, Dad, just so you're aware. You're gonna see a little weird stuff probably. But Thanksgiving Day, I had plenty of treats. I had a donut. It was a very good donut too. And they had them. So I thought, oh yes, donuts for me. So I did have a donut. I did have some little other dessert things. I don't remember what they were. But donut was definitely the highlight. The other ones were little tiny things. It was like a tiny muffin? Not a muffin. Tiny cupcake? Maybe? No. It was some kind of apple tart thing. Not tart, apple thing. Little apple thing. That was one of the things I liked about going there. And I hope we go back again. Yeah, make sure Mom knows that. I hope we go back there every year because it was delightful. Not too crazy busy, plenty of food, good food. I enjoyed that. And considering we have a yearly routine of not having things at anyone's home for reasons, it would be nice to have some place where we can say, yeah, that every year. That sounds nice. We'll see. Oh, the cat wants attention. Wink. Duplicate. Meow, meow. Sugar Kitty's not here yet, but soon. I can feel it. And some of you got memberships, don't forget. I don't remember exactly who, but I did. We had Patrick came in here. Patrick Greeny came in here recently on Friday's stream, I think, and just carpet bombed the area with generosity and memberships. And I did go and figure out how to make the end screen for tonight have all the members that we got on Friday. It was tricky because, as I said, I'm not using my usual editing software. I'm using a new thing, and I don't know how to edit, apparently, because video editing is wild. If you've never done it, I don't recommend it. Because with the program I was using was kind of copy paste, put together, very basic. And I liked that about it. I didn't have to do it too many things and it was easy to use. But with this new one, which is also free, which is why I'm using it, it's free editing software. It has so many things that I have no idea what they are in it. And it just makes me wonder, like, what kind of high class hardcore editing I could be doing that I don't know how to do. So far it's been the same, and I've been able to get into some of the stuff I used to do. That's really what I'm looking for, is trying to get kind of a base editing again. If you watch the video from today, which of course you did, like and comment and all that, because the algorithm loves that. You'll see it was just similar to what I've done before. Same with the wild turkey video. It was like me stumbling through the editing process, and I don't think anyone can tell. But I'm also extremely rusty when it comes to editing videos at all. There was just these recent two, and I think I did one the month before. Did I? I think I've been trying to do one each month for a couple. Did I do one for October? I don't remember. Since I've been back to being able to drink whiskey, I think that was something I'm trying to do, but I honestly don't remember if I've done it. Oh, September and October are very busy months, though. So there's that. I was doing a lot, which is why I don't remember what I was doing other than that. I'm pretty sure I did video content, but I don't remember what. Gah. And what we have for... Oh, I was talking about Maine. That's right. I was hoping to go to Maine. I don't know exactly where, but there are national forests, which is the only place I want to go because I get a huge discount to stay there. But there aren't that many in New England. There's like two major forest areas that I can stay in. There's the New York area. I want to go there. I want to see Niagara Falls. If I go to Niagara Falls, we've said this already, I want to stay at a hotel where I have the view for like 2 nights. It'd be nice to be longer than that, but here's the thing. Staying at a hotel is really boring. It's not, but you have to go to stay at a hotel and have things to do. And I think seeing Niagara Falls up close would be about it. Like, there it is. It's loud. It's wet. Okay, done. Maybe I think of different kinds of places to eat food. Mama KillCo's here. Hi, Mom. Welcome. We are just beginning the 7 o'clock stream. I covered for 4-leaf, so that's all set. I don't think I posted the wish list thing. Unless it's down below. Can't see it here. That's something I should fix. But there is a holiday wish list you can look at. I need a thing. Mama and Papa KillCo here. I can't say anything I want. They will buy it, so I'll just refrain. But there's a couple of things I should get soon-ish. I don't like getting things for myself, though. Especially when they're expensive, so that's why I put them on a wish list. I have too many other things that need attention. Oh, and anyone's wondering about the mocktail. KSTNN. Hello, welcome. Like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. From London. I didn't think you were that far away. What time is it there? Good God, man. So we have Diet Coke, 1 tablespoon of lime juice, 3 dashes of bitters on ice with 2 ounces of Spiritless 74, which is a non-alcohol whiskey replacement. What was this jar? This? It's my weird glass. It's the Wonder Spaces. I went to that in Texas 2 years ago. It was strange. That's the drink I've been having. And it's fine. It works. That sounds early to me. It's like past midnight, right? 7 o'clock here, midnight there. I know. I've had Roy on my channel. I know how late it is when he stops in. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's a mocktail, yes. The other, well, we were talking a little bit about holidays. So is everyone else got any plans? Mom, here's a question. Is Kevin still in Florida? Are they coming back soon? Kevin's my brother, by the way. So if I say that, that's who I'm talking about. Because I know it feels like he just went to Florida, but I have no idea. I guess time is weird. I know when we were talking in Thanksgiving, they were talking about going, and I think he left on December 2nd. It's now December 7th. It's hard to keep track of all these things. Very hard. So he's doing a little traveling. There is the thought, that would be an extreme, and I don't think that's something I should do right now. But there's the idea of going south for camping during these colder months, but it can still get damn cold. The 13th, okay. Oof. Yeah, so it's a long trip, all right. I thought it seemed too soon. Semi-retirement? When was I to retire? Or the 10th? All right. Either way, it's a longer trip. We could talk about that. The fact that so many channels have disappeared since I started. I think the only reason my channel is going to stick around and not go anywhere is because this is the job. So there's that. This is the work I do every week, 3 times a week, plus extra if I'm doing Twitch. But Twitch doesn't pay. So I don't do that often anymore. Only when I feel like it. And that's not that often. Hello, Christy, hello. See, again, the names are different now. I should have guessed that. KSTNN. Know where you are. I lost my train of thought. Rock fan, thank you. I'm doing what I can. So yeah, this is the job where I think a lot of other whiskey channels, I don't know how many, but there are a lot of them out there where I think 2020 became where they started the channel, and it was just like something they did that year and a little hobby, and then they started making some money off of it and they had a following, and then it teetered out because they have real lives and real jobs. So I've seen plenty of channels come and go. There are at least, how many? Maybe 4 or 5 that I can think of off the cuff. And it's hard to stay relevant. That's the worst thing about doing WhiskeyTube channel stuff and being your own thing. Because I know YouTube wants you to do one thing only, and people who watch your channel want you to do one thing only. I know that because I watched plenty of channels where I started watching because they did one thing, like reaction videos for one thing, for example, and then they did other things like travel videos, and I didn't care for those at all. So I feel a little weird about changing things up here. But since I took a year off of whiskey and people are still around, I can just kind of play with it and do what I think is fun and interesting, and focus more on the mental health aspects. And get myself out and do things, experience stuff. Life is short, as they say. I think it's been good for me. That's really it. That's why the channel is going to persist, because I'm going to keep doing things. And whiskey will certainly be part of that. There's still the fact that I have to go back for Whiskey Somm Level 3, which is in May, is the next one. But that's a lot of money, so that's on hold. Won't get any easier to do. I thought about doing a fundraiser for that, to get 2,000 just to go there and take the class. But that also adds I'd only be there for 2 days. So it'd be travel, get there, stay that night, class the next day, stay another night, class the next day, stay another night, leave. So 1 day of travel, 1 day of classes, 1 day of classes, and completing classes, and then 1 day of travel. It's when things get compact like that that I feel bad. But it doesn't change much if I do it at length. So if I stay in Texas as I did for 5 days, 6, a week, the recent trip, that felt pretty good because I got to do whatever I wanted for a number of days. And what I like to do the most there, of course, is just hang out at the Crowded Barrel, or in this case, it's technically the Alchemy is where I was spending most of my time, since Fang and Feather was shuttered for special events mostly. It's a nice little setup, I'll give it that. But it does feel a little bad seeing the Fang and Feather, which the patrons and viewers of the channel helped to literally build as far as financially goes. Like they, those of us who watched the channel, supported the channel, got them the ability to make a distillery, and they did. But now it's not a distillery, it's more of a bar. And the distillery is a separate area, so the distillery is still functional, but it's not the wombo combo it was before at the start. It's not distillery and bar, it's more bar. Your names are still on the wall though, so that's good. That's a really important part. And you can see your name. Like if you came all the way down to go to Crowded Barrel and hang out, they will definitely let you see your name tag thing on the wall. Which reminds me, I have a Patreon. So if you want to join Patreon and become a member of the channel, it's a good idea, I promise. You get to listen to the podcast. You get sometimes early access to videos. I didn't do it this time because I was editing the video at 11 o'clock last night and barely got it running. And I barely made the thumbnail. There's so many little things about making videos. Recording, editing, thumbnail, upload. Those are the most of it. And of course the easy part is recording. The pain in the ass part is editing. And then there's a little bit on the end where you have to make a thumbnail, which is also a pain. No auto thumbnails there. Hello, 7. Like and subscribe. There. If I see 7 people in the vertical, I have to say something. We like 7s around here. It's well known. It's a well-known fact. Oh, my mocktail. 7 here too. That's crazy. What are the odds? Yeah, I was gonna start asking, what's everyone else doing for the holidays coming up, or the week ahead, or any of that? Mom, I was also talking about how much we like that bittersweet place, and I think we should go there every year now. We should go with the Christmas too, because it's so good. I know it's a lot of money though. I have to do the podcast still. That's probably going to be something I do tomorrow. Because I'm already running low on energy. We are only 18 minutes into the live stream officially, even though I've been going since 6. And I know I'm not going to edit. Like, I can record the podcast tonight, but I don't feel like I'm going to edit the podcast tonight. It'll be 8 o'clock. I haven't had dinner. There's that. That's a key problem at the moment. I managed to scarf down a protein bar, which is the reason I can still go on. Protein bars are life. Oh, not a Christmas, well, you know what I mean. Not Christmas dinner. I mean, like the night before Christmas, or, you know, a day or two before that. Something where we just get together. Unlike Thanksgiving. Yeah, they wouldn't do Christmas Day stuff. I wouldn't want to do Christmas Day somewhere, but I don't know what we're gonna do. Christmas is a weird little thing because everyone's closed. No one's doing anything that day. But Christmas Eve, I'll probably do a bike ride, or a spin class, I should say. Not a bike ride. It's cold. It's so cold. I've not been enjoying the cold at all. Oh, and of course, if you want to contribute, you can't do it here. But if you want to super chat here, if you're up for it, please do, because at 10 I get a bureau. Whatever amount you want. I don't really care. I will have a bureau after if I feel like it, but usually I only do it for the stream. We either hit the goal and I have one, or we don't, and I don't. Often think I will. Sometimes I have one for lunch, and I think what dinner is going to be. First of all, let me know what you had for dinner, because you're probably a sensible person who had dinner already. I'm probably going to have a chicken sandwich. That checks out. With mustard. Spicy chicken with mustard. Oh! Well, that could be an exciting thing I do on the stream right now. Look for groceries. That's what I almost forgot to do. So what I'm going to do, after the stream, 8 o'clock, I'm going to... Chicken noodle soup sounds pretty good, actually. This is a good night for it. Do I have any soup? I also have to look into other materials for bread making. I might just do another basic bread. I want to do a whole wheat multigrain bread as the default thing I'm going to do, but it's the whole part about multigrain that trips me up, because I have to get a whole bunch of grains to use now. And I have to make sure I don't do it wrong, because the last thing I want is bread that's just got a bunch of seeds in it. And that's it. I want hearty bread, but it has to be mostly bread, plenty of grain, whole wheat. Save me $5 every time I get bread, because the bread I get is expensive. Really, I'm just looking to make some kind of nice sandwich bread, if possible. Yeah, Mom, let me know. Let me know if you find out if they do Christmas Eve or the day before that type thing, because that would be good. I would enjoy that. I liked it there. I would go back there just normally if we ever want to go there for just a meal on a regular. See what their normal menu is. It was good. I like. I know it's a bit of a haul for you guys, though. Well, considering you guys drive to Boston, I don't think I can say that anymore. It's not a haul. It's 30 minutes. It's what, 30 minutes away? It's about 20 for me, I think. Something like that. A Sunday buffet. I don't know if I'd like... If they have a buffet for Christmas Eve, that'd be fine. Ham and leek, cabbage and cauliflower with mushy peas thrown in a pressure cooker with added cheese. Worked out quite well. Using up some leftovers. There you go. I think I have one of those. People use the word pressure cooker, and that doesn't sound right, but I think that's what it is. Cranberry orange bread? What the heck? Don't tell me that. Like telling me you made some brownies. You're like, oh. How did it happen? Dinner? With the pressure cooker. Pressure cooker. I call it a crock pot. Is that something else? Or are they the same thing? Because I'm wondering if it's just the phrase is different in certain places. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure why it's called that, by the way. Yeah, it does sound good. You know why, Kathy Huey? One of my favorite muffins at a local cafe is a cranberry orange walnut muffin. And it's delicious. And I can taste it right now. I'm thinking about it. And it sounds so good. I had one a little while ago. I did cheat. It is different. Okay. Knox? Am I able to? Yes. Do I want to? No. This is it. That's something I could try. Kathy Huey, email me the recipe. I'm probably not going to do it, but now that you put that in my mind, a loaf of cranberry orange bread. I have dried cranberries. Is that what you used? Or did you use actual cranberries? That's a thought. That'll be the next thing I start doing. Would my nutritionist be mad at me? It depends on how much sugar is in there. I have a feeling it's a bit. I already made the mistake of making that pineapple loaf, but thankfully I got rid of that pineapple. And it turned out okay. It certainly could have been better. I had little annoyances on my end. I know what they were. These real cranberries, oh man. Christy, thank you. I will stay warm. Sharp, you mean make it pointier? I've thought about it. The return of KillCo Kitchen. KillCo Kitchen was more making actual food. But I could live stream it, it'd be pretty bad. Not say I'm not. I am streaming on YouTube twice. So we have a vertical live stream here and we have a regular live stream in front of me. The regular live stream is fancy because you can see all the whiskey bottles behind me. You can only see a few from this angle. But there's hundreds. Which is a disturbing thought. Whiskey newspaper, hello. Top 3 go-to whiskeys? Ooh, that's a pinch. Of any category? Or do you have a specific type you like? Because I have a wide range. I can say top 3 of what I like, and I can pick one from each category. Or I can talk about ones I like just from bourbon, or just Irish. Any category. Okay, Redbreast 12 year. That's one. Four Roses. I want to say single barrel for its accessibility, but I really like their small batch select And as I want to throw a Scotch in the mix. Oh, decisions. KillCo 12 year? Or is it 14? 12? I think it's 12. Hard to find, unfortunately, but that's one I like there. If not, as far as like KillCo being hard to find and expensive, you could probably find a Johnny Walker Green Label. That's pretty good. The 17 year? Yeah. This was the special 70, once I hit 1,000 subscribers. We opened that finally after years. It's delightful. Kathy, good night. Have a good night. Safe travels. Hope your friends get back home safely. There you go. Ugh. Almost done. Again, this is basically just Diet Coke. Whoa. It is 12, okay. I got befuddled because they asked me about Glendula, which I know is 13, 17, and my brain did that thing it does where it gets very confused very easily. Whiskey newspapers, thanks for stopping in. I like to see other whiskey people out there. Like and subscribe. I have to say that all the time. I hate it. Ah. Oh. I didn't have much for lunch today either. That's probably something that's gnawing at me right now. I'm gonna have to make dinner, eat that. I should have a smoothie. I don't know if I want to. William LaRue Weller on par with that. James Morgan, you know what kind of stream this is. I agree. Yes, it can, but I've never had one of those bottles. I think have I been to that distillery? I feel like I have. Do they normally do rye there? Or do they do both? I feel like they do both. It's been a minute. Bourbons I like is what I can do. In that vein, we have a whiskey question, everyone. William LaRue Weller, recommend any bourbons which are more affordable but on par. Buffalo Trace 2 Buffalo Trace is the thing I like. That's probably why I was like, wait a minute. I'm one of the people who likes Buffalo Trace and is ashamed of it. But I can't help it. Oh, let's see. Have you had Still Austin? That's usually when I like to throw at people. A Texas whiskey. You can probably find it. I know the distribution is pretty good. Everyone here agrees, I think. Still Austin has some good bourbon. What else? Who else would be good? Like I said, that Four Roses single barrel is really nice. I don't know if it's the same type as far as what you're looking for, but it's good. New Knob Creek 12 year cast strength version? Oh, that'd be fun. Make sure you tell Whiskey Mountains about that. That is one of those tricky questions, isn't it? Oh, god damn it. Shoot. There was a weeded whiskey that's pretty good. I can always say Maker's Mark. It's hard to go wrong with Maker's Mark. Cast strength is the one I like. But they have other ones that are pretty good. I'm trying to think. There's one over there that was recommended as a joke almost, but it is pretty good for what it is. Was it Ancient Age? Was that it? What else? Tough question. I have so much bourbon. Ah, from the UK. You're warming to bourbons? Excellent. Oh no. I can say which ones I like. There's Eagle Rare, which is another Buffalo Trace thing. Like I said, Maker's Mark cast strength. Four Roses single barrel. Wild Turkey rare breed, if you can find that. Everything I'm telling you is higher proof stuff. So just be aware of that. That might jack up the price because it's over there. And I know bourbon isn't getting any cheaper in other countries right now because stupid stuff. Still Austin might be available overseas. I really don't know. They did push their distribution. Everyone here should know that too. What am I forgetting? $17.92 Jefferson's. Oh, Stag Junior, hell yeah. I don't think I've ever had a bottle of Stag Junior because I can't find them. And they're too expensive. I have everything so nicely organized. Elijah Craig single barrels. Those are good too. Oh, and Evan Williams. They have a single barrel as well. I'm just listing things I like, by the way. Yeah, I think you'd be interested in trying to Still Austin. Their stuff starts at 50%. Let me double check that fact. Hold on. That's the cast strength version. Where's the regular stuff? Do I even have the regular stuff? I do not. But yeah. Still Austin stuff starts at 50%. You have plenty to look at, plenty to try. And I just listed off most of the distilleries I like. There is, of course, Knob Creek. That's one I don't really prefer, but it's actually available and has quite a bit of distribution. Tell the Brit to search out Little Brown Dog 7-year. Invergordon High Rye, 44 pounds. We have someone on your side of the water, by the way. James Morgan, thank you. So make sure you write this down or jot it somewhere. Little Brown Dog 7-year. I don't know if that's a typo. Invergordon. Well, let's just go. I don't know if that's a typo. Little Brown Dog 7-year high rye, 44 pounds. Few sites in the UK, so you have to look online. You got me curious now. How dare you? Oh, and if you like the higher percentage, Jack Daniel's single barrels get high proof as well, so they get to that. I have one bottle over here that's Fireside, and that's hazmat material. We love that. Good stuff. Ugh. Oh, I always like it when we get a little whiskey talk in. Those are as many recommendations as I can do off the cuff, though. And really all that is me turning around and being like, well, how many bourbons do I have? I have so many. Too many. I'm curious about this Little Brown Dog 7-year now. Creme brulee, vanilla, pepper. Yep. I was a little bit surprised by the video I just did having the thought of sugar cookies like you get this time of year, but they were the ones that were just a little crispy on the outsides. Not burnt, just crispy. So you take a bite and kind of snap a little, but they were still nice and soft. Oh. Yep. Nice. Can you see it? Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, thank you, other moderator. I was like, why did it do that? Let's see. All right. Everyone else, if you missed it, I think most of you have seen it. It's a very good alcohol to flavor price ratio. I like that. There it is. Right over here. There it is. It's so fancy. And it comes with a little booklet. So fancy. The box itself has its own smell. It really is. And this was a donation by a certain someone. What casks on it? Oh god, I wish I knew. Let me see. I don't think it tells me. Yeah, it's just giving me a little backstory about St. Kevin. 15 years, matured in 200-liter first fill American white oak, bourbon casks. Missouri, specifically. Coopered in Kentucky. Shipped to Ireland. Yeah, I know what American oak does. Alligator char. What else? And then it was finished in Mizunara, which is just Japanese oak, which is crazy. Difficult stuff to manage. For 2 years. That's a long time. Virgin Japanese Mizunara Puncheon is what it says. Very rare and highly sought after, and for many good reasons. Besides the unique flavor they bring to the liquid, which we'll talk about at length later. Northernmost island of Japan, Hokkaido. Yeah. Very old trees, and they impart usually fruitier flavors from what I've done. What I've learned about Mizunara. There we go. Booyah. Exceptional, yes. Try the 13. I don't know if I've had the 17. I have the 13 over here. Everyone else, you've seen this one. I'll just have a little sniffy sniff. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. I should have smelled the other one, but oh well. Yes, don't forget Little Brown Dog 7-year. Now I'm just curious what that is. Oh, this chair, I swear. what am I going to have next? I'm still thinking about dinner. Should also drink some water. Oh, that's so much better. You tend not to think about how talking affects your vocal cords. How did I come across Glendola? I honestly don't remember. I feel like it might have been a donation early on. I'd have to go back and check. I know I got the bottle, the 13 year, and I don't know if I bought it or was given it. And then I did the video, and the video I definitely was like, wow, this is really good. I like it. And then a certain someone who knew I liked it so much donated that to the channel, which I got to open at 1,000 subscribers, which just happened recently, a little over a month ago. Now I get that sweet, sweet ad revenue. Leftover pizza, pumpkin pie is up soon. Zembu, stop with the pie. Damn you. Seasonal treat. Yeah. Bye, Ma. Sweet dreams. Oh, that's right. I keep looking at the Irish whiskey thinking I should do those soon. Wait until March. That's when I can do them. That is the time to do Irish whiskey, is March. And I have at least... I have the Jameson Triple Triple. And I feel like there's another Irish whiskey in there that I should do at that month. Yes, it does. I have Irish heritage, which is why me and Four Leaf get along so well. She likes Irish whiskey. I just happen to have some kind of Irish descent. Genetically speaking. Mostly from Ireland. I think it's funny that this thing keeps doing the stream elements thing and this one does not. Everyone, please remember to like and subscribe. Both ends. Oh yeah, and it is National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Day that will go down in infamy for sure. It's wild. How many years has it been? I should have checked. It's a lot. It's many years. I think I saw something about the 70th anniversary, and that might have been 3 or 4 years ago. Time flies, man. Ugh. How many of you still remember when you were 18? I remember when I was 18. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago. It certainly was. I was a very different individual at that time. That was another topic of conversation I had. 70 shoes, sure, yeah. What was the topic of conversation? I just lost it. Time. The question of, are you the same person as you were back then? Like, am I still 18-year-old Brian in some way, shape, or form? Or are they gone? Have they gone away forever? But why do I remember who they are, or what they did, or where they went? Is it still me? That gives you a clue about what I was listening to earlier today. Damn! Just 100. Oof. I'd try it. I used to think about really expensive whiskeys. I'd be like, yeah, I'd try it. Not gonna buy a bottle of it though. Some generous people here though. I got to try Redbreast 27 here. That's fun. That's definitely a treat for people. Who is it who on Friday, who is it who came in here and told me about the collapsed advent calendar? I had a thought. I remember who it was. If you can remember, tell me. If not, well, I'll find out later. 84 years ago. Damn. That checks out. What is fun to me, let's talk about history in Pearl Harbor specifically. Hold on, I gotta get my organized thoughts here. It feels like World War II was something that pushed the American dream until about the 70s, which is when it started to fall apart. I wasn't around for the 70s. This is just my guessing about history. And then, from the 70s until the 90s, there was some kind of prosperity going on, just in general in the country. But there was a shift at the same time. And the shift was the idea that you could go to school, get a degree, get a job that you could stay at for, you know, as long as you wanted to work there, and have that one job afford you the ability to have a car, a house, and provide for your family. At some point, that teetered off into non-existence. And I feel like it was around the 90s. Maybe up until the 80s, it was okay, but the 90s especially is where that just started to tumble. Sugar Kitty Meow. And if you're on the regular stream, that's for you. Oh wait, I'll give this to you here. Hold on. Sugar Kitty's around. There you go. That's for you. I don't remember. I feel like it was Dawn or Pass, but I'm not sure. I'll find out. Again, they'll be around. I can ask around and find out for sure. I know they were here on Friday. Because I have a thought. My Christmas spirit is blossoming, and I thought, wait a minute. I technically don't have any more. Or do I? Oh, you know what Buffalo Trace stuff I was thinking about? We mentioned Buffalo Trace over here. And I was thinking about there's still that option, everyone, that if you want to get me some Buffalo Trace, you can get me a Blanton's and send it to me with the topper. I forget which toppers I still have, but we have the life goal of having Blanton's sent to me so I can drink them. And they don't have to be like completely full, like they can be half empty, whatever, as long as I can get the topper. And then somehow, someone gets me the whole board thing to spell out Blanton's. And then I can have that without buying one Blanton's bottle. That's the trick. That's the joke. Get the entire Blanton's set without dropping 1 cent. For funny's sake. It won't happen, but it's funny. And I already have two of the toppers, but I just forget which ones. I'd have to actually look for it. I don't know where I put those also. There's another problem. I have them, I don't know where. Ugh. I don't want to buy it on eBay. You're missing the point. I get to have the bottle, drink some of the bourbon that was in the bottle, not all of it. Just like I said, it doesn't have to be full. It doesn't have to be unopened. I just have to have enough for a pour, technically. That way I can say I drank from the Blanton's and I got the topper, and then I can put it on the little thing and I can put it like up there or something. Maybe over here, I don't know. Where would I put it? Probably behind me. I'd be able to push these back a little bit and have room for the Blanton's thing. It'll be a little decor. Or maybe over here. I probably want people to see it. So over there. James, thank you for popping in. Have a good night when you do pop out. It is a different point. It defeats the purpose. People can do that. But that's not how it should be. You should be able to drink some of the bottle. Soon. All right. Well, you got 10 minutes. And then we all disappear here. At least I do. I vanish from existence. That's at 8 o'clock. At least from your end. For my end, I'm still here. I still have to figure out what the bits are for over here. It says I have 6 little coin looking things. Sorry about pointing at the camera. Good night, sir. Good night and farewell. Get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest. I've been going to sleep at 10 p.m. You know how old that makes me feel? A young man, I used to stay up until 2 a.m. every night and sleep until whenever I woke up. But now I have this normal sleep schedule where I sleep at 10 or 11. And I wake up around 7 a.m. every day without trying. I just wake up. Although I think I slept in late today. Late being 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. Sorry. Wow. 8 p.m. would be late. 8 a.m. I didn't have to do anything particular today. It's a Sunday, so there's that. Hopefully I will get a little more done tomorrow. I'm still in the process of thinking about making a web page. I don't know how many of you have been interested in a web page because Roy from Aquavitae has brought up some interesting points about Patreon. I haven't had a problem with it, but it's been hard to grow it. Memberships here is a little easier, and Patreon is definitely vital to me getting through each month. It really is. I don't think it's something I have to worry about yet, but the idea of having my own webpage is there. Thank you, Whiskey Newspaper. Off to bed. Sweet dreams. Come back and see us sometime. Yeah, I was going to say, that's a lot. For a tiny amount, yeah, but holy smokes. That's a crazy bottle. That's the craziness. That would probably be a scam. Probably what it was. Don't worry about it. Yeah, the cats get you up early. Yeah, we can get 7 a.m. is fine. And tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 7:45. I'll wake up before that, probably. If I go to bed at before 11, if I fell asleep before 11, which I still don't like that. Being in bed by 10. But it being so cold. Something about it getting dark early and getting so cold makes you want to go to bed. You want to go to bed, get warm, and fall asleep. Staying up late and being cold, not fun. 10 to 5. Ugh. Pretty early. Mine is, as I said, more like 11. 11 to 7. Which is about 8 hours. What more you want? I've been talking for 2 hours. My problem is I don't drink water enough while talking. So my voice gets tired out. And of note, the only one I talk to often every day is myself. Which is to say I don't talk too much. I talk to myself out loud when I notice I'm aggravated, like today. I noticed my emotional state was getting all... And I had to ask out loud, what is wrong with me? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? And the only thing I could think of was I was playing games, and they weren't going well in certain situations. Nothing worth getting agitated about, though. And that's pretty much faded out now. I have popcorn. Hell yeah. Maybe I'll have that tomorrow. This feels like a popcorn night, but tomorrow is supposed to be colder, so that'll be very much a popcorn night. And I can watch a movie. I haven't watched a movie and had popcorn in quite a while. Soon. I did watch a movie that was, I think it was Chinese. Or at least it wasn't Japanese. Well, there's a new one. Sure, you got a weird advertisement. I think it was The Legend of Hay, H-E-I or H-A-I. It was good. I enjoyed it. Geezer, probably. Probably. I had the... What do I call it? I was looking up information about Westward because I was doing the video. I needed to know a little bit more since it has been a while since I was there. Finding the photo of the flight I did, that took a second. Like, wait a minute, where is that picture I took? I thought of putting the bottles in there too, but I wasn't. That's irrelevant. It was not important. Since none of those were the bottle I had. But as soon as I started doing that, I noticed I was getting some advertisements for Westward. I think it was on Facebook specifically. Facebook and Instagram, because those are the devil. Those are the two things that are evil, that are listening, that somehow get track of your search history, which is cute. Because I use Google. Why does Google tell Facebook what the fuck I'm doing? Huh. Scary stuff. All I have to do is start checking on Amazon, seeing things I might want for Christmas. Suddenly there'll be advertisement. I've noticed there aren't any ads or things for camping batteries anymore now that I have one. Haven't been looking that up at all. Camping supplies hasn't been on my list as much. Strange that. It's not coming up in ads. That's weird. Huh. It will once I start looking other things up, though. I know it will. Ugh. Well, make sure you watch the video that I posted today. I'm sure you'll like it if you haven't watched it already. Thumbs up. Comments always help. Always. I don't know why, but they do. Alphabet. Yeah. The thing about like wish list, the holiday wish list, which I have, one, there is at least one thing on there that I want for reasons. I think I can say so now because Mom and Papa KillCo went to bed. But it's an electric toothbrush. The evil plan. I just told you. I'm going to somehow get people to send me Blanton's bottles so I can keep the tops and drink the whiskey. That's my evil plan. It's not even that evil. It's just out of spite for Buffalo Trace. That's it. Just to stick it to Buffalo Trace, get the Buffalo Trace tops and the thing to display it on without buying one single bottle. So far, 2 out of however many there are. 8? 2 out of 8. And there's the apostrophe, isn't there? Maybe it's 9. I don't remember. Ferment raw fruit. I can make some cider. That'd be nice. Oh, I do have something I'm going to drink soon. Probably sooner than I might drink it tonight, honestly. It's that kind of cold. But I have some eggnog. How many of you hate eggnog? I have local eggnog. It's very good. If you like eggnog. If you don't, you're not going to like it. But I'm still considering using it for some kind of alcohol-based thing. Because I don't think I've ever had eggnog with alcohol in it, but I'm worried that I'm missing something. Like alcohol can congeal things. So I don't quite see how they go together. Although, I have had a White Russian before, and that seemed to be fine. We'll see. I'll have to look into it. Oh man, that sounds great. Maybe I'll have an eggnog latte soon. But I do have eggnog I need to drink. But there you have it, because it's 8 o'clock. My voice is shot. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Remember, channel members. Get out.
Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.